in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals taking over, and they do so behind the number 1 overall. Pick of the draft. That's kind. Murray out of Oklahoma. Rare talent indeed. First man to be drafted in the top 10 of 2 sports, baseball being the other. He's got his work cut out for him. The Cardinals trying to rebound from a 3-13 campaign. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
On 2nd and 7, Murray for the catch made by Johnson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs.
Sentado que diga no recostado. Dame luz.
Estaba hablando con Raúl, está malísima ahí, tosiendo y tenía fiebre.
Malísima no, ella está mal, pero no empiecen ahora que ya está lo máximo para que no empiecen a preocupar gente sin saber. Porque siempre empezamos a llamar gente. Lo digo usted, pero empezamos a regar y a llamar gente, que Will ahora está esto y lo otro, y después empiezan a hablar vainas que no es sin saber. Y después dañamos todo, como siempre hacemos todito. Déjala que ella vaya a su médico, ella está en el hospital, que la chequeen. Si ella está mal, si no está mal. Antes de todo el mundo pensar lo peor, como siempre. Dígame, ¿qué ha hecho hoy?
Yo, acotar, mira televisión. Y comer.
Se nota.
¿Tú no te vas a pegar?
¿Cómo peleé?
No, como Rafaelito, Kendi.
Rafaelito está loco, él se cree que yo voy a andar con un cacoñé más. Está pasado. Él me mandó, dije, vamos a hacer un challenge. Está loco. Eso es, los muchachos, ¿usted conoce a los Peña?
Los Peña.
Familia Patricia, New Jersey, Ruth y esa gente.
Oh, sí,
Que juegan pelota con Rafaelito, Joel y todos ellos. Ellos hicieron ese challenge. Sí, ellos hicieron ese challenge de que todito pelarse de caco. Y Rafaelito cree que lo va a tirar enganchado de nosotros, a ver si lo hacemos nosotros. Está pasado.
Bueno, pues se jodió porque se quedó pelado.
Se quedó pelado solo, parece un bimbolo.
Coño, qué raro se ve en verdad.
Sí. ¿Usted debe hacerlo?
Yo. Está loco.
Se da el tinte en el cráneo.
¿Y el niño?
Durmiendo está él. Tomó su leche y se durmió.
¿Y ya gastaste los chelitos?
No. Nosotros lo sacamos del banco y lo tenemos ahí guardado.
Sí, claro, al paso, que esto no se sabe cómo viene, ven.
No, yo sé, nosotros no vamos a tocar eso. Pues gracias a Dios yo todavía estoy trabajando. So, seguimos como siempre, como que si ese dinero no está ahí.
¿Y el niño dónde está?
Durmiendo.
Está bien, entonces, déjame llamar a Harold.
No se ponga a hablar de la abuela, que todo el mundo está en el chat, todo el mundo sabe que la abuela no se siente bien. Pues no empiece allá.
Está bien, yo no puedo joder con eso.
No lo conozco, bye.
Because of the actions of this president, this administration, governors at every level, our healthcare workers, and our fellow Americans.
Sí, ahora mismo fui a Target, ahora mismo lo acabé de armar. Y no se ha montado todavía. Deja que ese tío se monte.
Que deje que se monte, ¿cuál? ¿Candelo o qué se va a montar? Ya que lo vamos a poner al niño a jugar fútbol, pelota, basquetbol, los tres.
It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Rams now under their 33-year-old head coach, Sean McVay. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
Todd Gurley is the all-around, do-everything running back for the Los Angeles Rams, and in the last 2 seasons has led the NFL in touchdowns and was in the top 4 in yards from scrimmage. The 2017 NFL Offensive Player of the Year.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Gurley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We'll look now at our starting defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every...
Que eso recoge bate ganan pile cuarto, quisiera yo dejar mi trabajo que me digan que vaya a recoger bate, o lo que recoge la bola en los tennis courts. Está loco.
Facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the toss play, this is Drake. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He's got it to Matthews, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, it's Drake. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Rolling to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. Under pressure. pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really...
And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. But now it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Let's go!
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from getting. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be fielded at the 17.
Let's go, baby.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Cassius Marsh in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Murray now to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
50 seconds to mine. I got you, son.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here is Andrew Luck, the focus of our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Locke. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Peterson. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Lamar Jackson record to 10-2 now on the year. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
27-14, the final tally.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go, go, go. 11B. Hey, Alpha.
Out of the gun, Luck going deep downfield for Ross. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Luck now to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. Steps away to his left. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, Love. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Luck. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, let's go. Hey, check 24, check 24, check 52. Switch. Swamp.
On 4th down, Locke. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Drake. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. He can run for it, and he will. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. And this is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Running from the gun, Johnson. Three quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Drake, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
That's it, baby.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray now. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. On first down, it's Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They stay on the ground with Drake. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order.
He sleeps. You do know that he sleeps. He sleeps. He needs naps, so I can get a nap.
Well, wake him up.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Where's Gerard? Well, I can't hear you. Where?
Gerard's playing video games.
Does he play Madden? Hello? Tell him to add me.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody said to add him on Madden. Oh, look, he's playing right now. I'm gonna add him right now. God. Who do you play with, Theo?
Why is he trying to scout me? Tell him no scouting.
He said no scouting. The Rams?
Tell him I use the Bayonne torpedoes. Not Bayonne, not Bayonne. Where is he from? What town is he in?
Fort Lee?
Fort Lee. The Fort Lee torpedoes. Whatever team they got in Fort Lee.
He's gonna use the Fort Lee torpedoes.
They suck. They're really bad.
Theo, I didn't know you played Madden.
I'm a beast.
You're a beast?
No, I'm obese. Obese.
Oh, you're obese?
Goodbye. You know what? They should have held your head in the water, in the bucket of water.
That's messed up.
Yo, they were gonna kill Emily. I swear to God. Poor Emily, yo.
Gerard said Emily had it the worst.
How's it going? But Emily's gonna drown. Poor Emily.
Oh my God.
So what's up?
It didn't work.
You muted your phone purposely. Did you fart?
That's weird. What's your Madden name? What's your PSN?
Twism1.
Twism1. Yeah, no, he's fucking weird. Twism1.
He's fucking weird. Wow.
You're a little weird, Theo, but it's okay. I love you anyway. Are you coming to my baby shower?
Are you inviting me to your baby shower?
Yeah, of course.
Okay then, yes. Yeah, of course.
The baby only accepts $1,000 and up.
You know this quarantine thing, man? It's just crazy. Plus, I would only go if I'm invited by the baby's father.
Why?
Because that's my nigga, that's my boy. It's my bro.
Gerard is not your nigga, not your bro.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Gerard is Jabari.
He chose me as the godfather, so he is my bro. We're like this.
So annoying.
Oop,
He
oop,
said you're his bro.
oop,
I
oop.
don't know, fucking watch.
After I
My
finish,
uncle said he's a beast at this.
are you a New Yorker? You said you're.
Yeah, I always say that. Kiana, come and say hi.
Continue to carry the ball at this rate. Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more...
Alright, you can start opening that.
I am GJ. You say my name is weird? His is I am GJN the third, the fifth. The fuck?
Prefer to you.
There's an X.
Let me ask them about that, actually.
Yeah, that does not mean the third. That's like the eighth. An X is 5 and
Sometimes it comes true for your team.
you ready to vote?
On the run, it's Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Keith Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again they run with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And down to the 29-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Again, it's Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial, dude.
That is his name, his legal name. Yo, touch it right where he at. I got mad people wanting to try to beat me for the first time. He gotta hurry the fuck up.
Hurry up, I actually want to see this. I'm gonna watch from here. Let's see something. What team are you using?
What?
Theo, what team are you using?
Why is he so worried?
He's not. It's me. I want to know.
The Dolphins.
He's using the Dolphins. And look. Go.
Go. Dale, go.
Go.
Yeah, hurry up. Why you ducking me? Hurry up, bitch. You can warming up. What the hell you need to warm up for?